Coming up, parents voice their concerns about possibly consolidating two Perry County schools.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. More than 100 concerned parents and community members came out to a public forum at Leatherwood Elementary School late today. Many were opposed to closing the school and combining it with another, which is being considered by the school board due to declining enrollment. WYMT's RJ Johnson was there.
It is something that people aren't happy about.
These kids will have to start school all over again for the very first time. They're going to have to adjust to a new building, classmates, teachers, and it's going to be very hard for a lot of them to pick up and start where they left off.
The possibility of Leatherwood Elementary School joining Viper Elementary School. Perry County Schools Chief Financial Officer Jody Maggard says they have seen a 57% decrease in enrollment the past 10 years. During the current school year, there are 99 students, and they are projected to have just 87 students next school year.
So it wasn't like that it happened overnight. It's been a gradual decline in our whole school system here in rural Eastern Kentucky. You know, it's still a battle.
Which is why Perry County Schools officials wanted comments from the community.
We understand it's a big decision, and so the board will take all this, all the comments, all that they've learned here tonight from the parents and the concerns that they have.
Felicia Kress currently has 2 students at Leatherwood, and she says that this change will be hard on all parties involved.
It's going to be extremely hard for those kids to uproot and start in a new school. Extremely hard. And that's just not fair to those children. Some of these parents here don't have the funds to take these kids to school. And every time they put those kids on that bus, it's putting their life at risk.
She says that students will have a hard time adjusting due to being in classes with more students.
If they could consolidate these schools, that's less one-on-one instructional time for these kids. And how are they going to learn? How will they learn?
Maggard says they will continue to make progress towards this issue, saying that hopefully by the June meeting, they will have more update. In Leatherwood, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Maggard says if Viper and Leatherwood Elementary schools were consolidated, the school will have approximately 285 students. He says it would allow more extracurricular activities and opportunities for those students.
Cooling off nicely this evening as we continue to watch. Clear skies out there. Mid-60s from our Pikeville Medical Center camera. Glad to see downtown Pikeville with the lights lit up this time of night. Temperatures already falling into the upper 50s. Hazard, Manchester already 57. Jonesville Wise, how about 54 in Grundy? We're dropping those temperatures rather fast. Just ground clutter on Pinpoint Doppler. No big issues tonight. Looking okay. If you're headed out for that early morning run tomorrow, in fact, the midday run, your afternoon run, your evening run, anytime you want to run tomorrow looks pretty darn nice because we have plenty of sunshine on the way, especially early in the day before we get those temperatures near 80. We'll be 60 or so as we head out the door in the morning, middle and upper 50s with that sunshine aplenty as we wake up on Wednesday morning, almost halfway to a long weekend. Details, though, on when we return some showers to the forecast in a few minutes.
I need to be running. Probably not happening, though. Thank you, Evan. An outpouring of support today for Scott County Deputy Caleb Conley's family, his fellow sheriff's deputies, and his community. The 35-year-old was shot and killed yesterday on Interstate 75 during a traffic stop. Grayson Passport talked with some folks who paid their respects.
A procession only fitting for the veteran and Scott County Sheriff's deputy. When shortly after his passing Monday night, dozens of officers from departments across the region gathered to drive Deputy Caleb Conley from Lexington to Frankfort.
It's painful because it's just a family, a family that's gone without a dad, family that's gone without a son, a family that's gone without a husband. It's just heartbreaking.
Then without fail, hundreds more joined in the procession to send Deputy Conley from Frankfort back home to Cynthiana.
Just, through high school, we both went to Harrison County High School together. Small town, so we was always running around on the weekends together.
before he would go on to serve in the U.S. Army for 8 years and as a deputy in Scott County for another 4 years after that. Deputy Conley spent his time with friends like Brian Wasson. Wasson knew him as a teenager, riding four-wheelers together in the summer. Now he's come to say his goodbyes.
You could probably go all the way down Main Street and see the same amount of people standing on every corner, you know, looking to pay their respect.
And Wasson is right.
It's a very heavy. I mean, they're still trying to process, you know, this whole horrible situation. We definitely lost a really good one. So he will definitely be missed here and also back home in Cynthiana.
For these communities, the time to grieve has only begun, hours after the procession, and the sheriff's office remained closed. Deputy Conley's patrol car was turned into a memorial, where people brought flowers, pictures, and just took a few needed moments.
Just hope that the community can stay together and pray to everyone from above that this never happens again.
In Georgetown, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
Deputy Conley leaves behind a wife and small children. Today, the sheriff's office announced the Deputy Caleb Conley Memorial Fund. The fund will help benefit Deputy Conley's family. You can make a donation to the fund at any Whitaker bank. The suspect is 45-year-old Stephen Shinshang, who has a long criminal history and is facing numerous charges, including murder of a police officer. He'll be arraigned tomorrow. Yesterday's shooting comes as we approach 1 year since a police ambush in the Allen community of Floyd County. 3 officers and a K-9 died and several others were hurt. Floyd County Sheriff John Hunt says they are shifting some of their funding to help buy new equipment, saying the safety of their officers is more important than ever.
We've upped the grade of our vests to encounter high-powered sniper-type rifles that we didn't have before. Little things like that I feel I have the responsibility to provide to my employees, to my deputies, to make sure they go home at night. And listen, when you look a wife in the eyes and tell her that her husband's not coming home, you'll spend your own money. I mean, you know, you'll dip into your personal pocket to say, I mean, I got to make sure this don't happen again.
Hunt says as they approach the 1 year mark in June 30th to be exact, one date we'll never forget, there will be more memorial services to honor the fallen officers and K-9. Police say 59-year-old Danny Holland of Mansfield, Ohio, shot and killed 42-year-old Jason Combs of Jackson on Sunday. Troopers with Kentucky State Police say they received a call about someone dead on Elm Shoal Branch in the Combs community of Perry County. When officers arrived, Holland reportedly told them he had gotten into an argument with Combs, which had become physical. Combs was taken to Hazard ARH and was pronounced dead on arrival. Families across the state are eligible for assistance with internet connectivity. The FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program is aimed at providing a bit of assistance in obtaining affordable internet service, giving eligible families with K through 12 students a $30 discount on their internet bills. Officials with the Kentucky Department of Education say it's all about providing equal opportunity for every student, narrowing the digital divide, and getting every student connected.
It gets more families to that point to where they can sign up, not just for the federal assistance program, but to the actual internet service. And so that's the goal.
The program also provides a one-time discount of $100 to purchase a new tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. You can find out more about the program by visiting our website at WYMT.com. Some endorsements in Kentucky's governor's race today. Democratic Governor Andy Beshear picked up the backing of the United Mine Workers. A UMWA local vice president, Steve Earle, said Beshear is focused on creating jobs. The Beshear campaign also announced support from some coal operators, despite what some have described as the Biden administration's war on coal. Meanwhile, Republican nominee Daniel Cameron is getting solid backing from Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell. Cameron was once legal counsel to McConnell, and McConnell said at an event today that he will campaign with Cameron. McConnell said it will be a very competitive election, but he expects a Republican win in November. You may want to rethink allowing kids to use social media. In an advisory today, U.S. Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy said using sites like TikTok and Instagram present a, quote, profound risk of harm for kids. The advisory cited several studies which found correlations between social media and depression, anxiety, poor sleep, online harassment, and low self-esteem. The advisory recommends creating media plans and encouraging kids to develop in-person friendships. It also says parents should also model good social media behavior. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, a U-Haul truck crashes into security barriers across the street from the White House.
Plus, more sunshine on the way for the remainder of the work week. Very latest after this.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2023 from the Kentucky Lottery. 1 in 5 Kentuckians has received a college scholarship or grant